Before we get started, as a note for preparing to present the exercise, be sure to print out one I'm Relevant worksheet from the website for each of the people in the chapter. We'll have you open up the workbook so that they can see where the material is as you're doing the presentation at the chapter level. But at the end, we're going to ask that they hand their completed I'm Relevant worksheet down to the education coordinator. And so, like I say, to prepare, just have one of those worksheets printed out for each of the people in the chapter. Let's go now to the lesson plan number 2, education coordinator presentation. Okay, so you can click on that. It shows you the PDF, which should pop up for us. And again, this is your script or dialogue. It's a very simple delivery. I'll just read through it, and then we're going to talk about how you can implement this at the chapter and tie it together for actually forming your bragging buddy pairs and trios. Okay, so the key points of this particular education coordinator slot is we're letting the folks know that we're associating referral opportunities with easy to recognize life cycle events. Makes it easier for folks to see that they're standing in the middle of a referral. So we're going to review the 6 key situations, and then we're going to have the chapter members complete the I'm Relevant worksheet. Okay, so let me just rock and roll through this. I'll read the dialogue, and then we'll wrap up with questions and final comments. So if it's me and I'm the education coordinator, my delivery is going to go something like this. Last week, we started our Power Team journey with an overview of the essential Power Team terms and concepts. Now, before we jump into today's exercise, let's take a quick review of the 6 key situations that create a lot of referrals for a wide variety of businesses. Everybody, please open up your roadmap workbook to page 8, where you'll find the I'm Relevant worksheet. Okay, so everybody is opening up their workbook. They're on page 8. Let's quickly review the 6 key situations in the left column. Education coordinator can just read off of the worksheet. Then you're going to continue by saying the I'm Relevant worksheet is essentially a bragging sheet that says, I have a relevant product or service for this key situation. Okay. The idea is for you to now complete the worksheet whether or not you have a product or service that's relevant to these 6 key situations. If you do have a relevant product or service, write the name of the product or service as well as the benefit of that product or service to the consumer next to the key situation. So you'll give a little example here, just reading straight from the sheet. For example, let's take someone from the health and wellness contact sphere. In the first key situation, the business builder, your product or service may be relevant because it gives a business builder more energy and mental stamina from physical fitness that helps the business builder be more efficient and effective at work. While this product or service is relevant to the business builder, it's likely it's not a primary target market for the health and wellness professional. So what you're doing is you're telling the health and wellness people that even though it's not their primary target market, their products and services can be relevant to the business builder, and then you want other people to see the same patterns as well for themselves. So you'll finish by saying, does the health and wellness person want you to know that he will accept the referral and be happy to work with the business builder? You bet. They just won't allocate much in the way of time or marketing budget to attract this type of consumer. In contrast, the health and wellness business thrives on the next key situation, getting healthy, and the worksheet is completed accordingly. And then finally, in the right column, you'll rate your top 3 key situations that create the most referrals for your business. Ask if there's any questions, and then go ahead and complete your worksheet. After you've completed the worksheet, please pass it to me. The people in our chapter that are actively building their power teams will begin using this information to create more referrals for everyone in the chapter with relevant products or services. Also, if you've been working ahead on your own with the DVDs and already have a bragging buddy, please be sure to write that on your worksheet as well. Thank you, and with that I pass the meeting back to the chapter president. Okay, so this is the education coordinator slot for week number 2.